guys, it's Monmon from First Four Figures back again with another launch stream. Today we are going to unveil the latest addition to our Yu-Gi-Oh! PVC lineup, the Dark Magician PVC statue. Now the launch today will be a big one, hint hint, so stay tuned to the end to not miss out on any juicy details. Let's not waste any more time because here he is! The standard edition of Dark Magician! Dark Magician is Yugi Muto's ace card, meaning it is one of his favorite cards to use as it is one of his most powerful cards. Many fans of Yu-Gi-Oh! Would recognize him instantly. This Dark Magician statue was inspired by one of his iconic summoning poses in the anime, where he's in the ready for action stance with the dark magical circle in the background. Now he has his left arm stretched out and is wielding the Magician's Rod in his right hand, ready to cast his signature spell, Dark Magic Attack. Now, as one of Yugi's favorite cards to use in a duel, we had to make sure that the statue could emulate the anime counterpart. So of course, details were an important part. First, let's talk about sculpting. Now, since Dark Magician's character was created by Pharaoh Adam's faithful servant Mahat, fused his Ba, which in short is his soul, with his Ka, which means his spirit monster, the Illusion Magician, only then did Dark Magician take a human appearance and body. So, our development team went to a lot of effort to make sure that Dark Magician was as anatomically accurate as possible. Let's take a look at his arm that's holding the staff. Now you can see that the team has sculpted in the natural definitions you would see on a human when their arms are outstretched. Now to ensure realism, our development team will hold a staff-like object and stretch out their arms just like the statue, and from there they would make note of how the muscles would look. Now looking underneath his shoulder pieces, you can also see the definition in the arms that emulate human muscles, making the statue more realistic. Now another area of the statue that required extra attention would be Dark Magician's legs. Now his legs have been sculpted in a way that defines how his thighs and calf muscles would look in that particular pose. Leg bent, foot outstretched. Now little changes in the posing of Dark Magician would mean having to adjust and redefine how the muscles would look. Now the definition in the muscles helped to bring forth a higher level of realism, and it creates a sense of movement for the statue, making Dark Magician very dynamic looking. And of course, defining his muscles make him look stronger and more powerful. Another ode to the accurate sculpting that our team did would be in the texture of the sculpt. Now depending on the material, the clothing would stretch in certain ways based on how the body is posed. Now if you take a look at this early development photo, you'll see that we've incorporated a texture that emulates clothing. Now when you run your fingers across, you can actually feel the slightest grooves. The aliasing in the texture helps to emulate the natural definitions that you would see when there's tight clothing over a muscular figure. By replicating the way that clothing would look stretched over a human body in certain poses, our team has achieved a wonderful level of realism for Dark Magician. Speaking of the texture of clothing, Dark Magician's outfit here has also been sculpted to bring forth a sense of movement. Now his robe has been sculpted to include the natural wrinkles and definitions that you would see on clothing when the person wearing it is in motion, which in this case, he is. Dark Magician is casting a spell here so much like the anime counterpart. His clothing would flow in the air due to the strength of his powers. Having the robe sculpted upwards in the back helps emphasize Dark Magician's movement during that instant that we're capturing here. Now in contrast to his robes, his purple armor is sculpted to look tough and angular, which is fitting considering it's Dark Magician's armor. Now you can see that we've added some battle damage in the sculpt, which has scratches and pits. Now the hat has that signature pointy and curving look that is integral to the Dark Magician design. We've made sure to stay consistent in terms of that design in our statue. Now we can also see the intricate line trimming designs all across his outfit, from his headpiece to his shoulder pieces, all the way down to his legs, are all sculpted in a manner that makes it protrude, giving the statue more dimension. In terms of paintwork for our Dark Magician here, one would think that it'd be simple since the main color is purple, right? However, I can tell you it was anything but. Getting the purple shade of purple that best represents his anime counterpart was difficult. We would get shades that had more pink rather than purple, but I gotta say, we're really happy with what we ended up with. This shade of purple really emulates the way the Dark Magician looked in the anime, and adding the sheen-like quality to the armor helps to represent what the material may have looked like if it were real. Now, the line details on Dark Magician's outfit is also painted with an iridescent pale pink color that shifts when looked at from different angles. Having that iridescent shift in the trimmings and line work helps to bring the magical quality to the Dark Magician statue. It's as if the magic is coursing through the lines. To include so many fine details, of course we would be faced with obstacles during the whole process. Now, Dark Magician went through a lot of changes, and I mean a lot. We had an original concept that were completely scrapped in the end because it just didn't live up to how anime accurate we wanted Dark Magician to be. For instance, we changed the posing of Dark Magician from a turned position to a more facing forward position, which allows for better display. Not only were there big changes in the posing, but minute changes, such as the placement of the feet, were also made. Such changes were so drastic, but a necessary evil for us to achieve the best version of Dark Magician that we can do. Moreover, the base of Dark Magician needed refinement as well, and after plenty of back and forths and changes, we've arrived at this final product of the base. Now, the base for the Dark Magician PVC statue is inspired by the summoning of Dark Magician in the anime, on which you can see the dark magical circle. Now, being such an iconic part of the design, we included it in the base, and it is the standout piece of this whole base that you first notice. Now, the runes on the circle are replicated from the card artwork in the anime as well. Now, the other standout piece of this base would be the smoke effect that's been sculpted. Now, the smoke has been sculpted in a manner that emphasizes a sense of movement, making it seem as though it's circling around Dark Magician. Now, the line sculpting following the movement of the smoke, making the sculpture seem even more dynamic. Another element that the smoke helps to emphasize is the moment when Dark Magician is newly summoned onto the battlefield. By creating a sense of movement in the smoke structure, it really helps to create the scene. The base also includes rocks and sediments that are painted with different shades as well as texturized to increase realism. Now, the rocks and sediments beckons back to where Dark Magician was created. When Mahat merged with Illusion Magician to become Dark Magician, the power exuded was so strong that the surrounding rocks would break apart. So to emulate that, we've included it in the base. Moreover, the sides of the base are adorned with Egyptian hieroglyphics from the anime. Those with a keen eye will see that some of the hieroglyphics are actually of Dark Magician himself. Now, the hieroglyphics have been carved out and an orange hue has been added to them. This makes the hieroglyphics look as if it is glowing. The detailed work as well as the countless changes really help solidify Dark Magician as a statue. And we carry that commitment to detail and realism across all the editions. So now let's talk about the exclusive edition, which will include all the meticulous details that the standard edition has, but will come with just a little extra something that's really going to make this statue magical. What's that, you ask? Well, the exclusive edition of Dark Magician PVC statue will include not one, but two LED modes, static and animated. Once turned on, the dark magical circle will light up on both the front and the back. And in animated mode, there will be a light that travels in a clockwise direction around the circle. Much like our other exclusive edition products, we offer features like these two LED modes to increase the way that you guys can display your statues. With the different modes, you can choose to display Dark Magician differently, depending on the type of vibe or story that you want to tell. Now, considering that this is the dark magical circle, we had to include the light up feature in the exclusive edition, so we can really give it the magical element. Now, of course, the exclusive edition of Dark Magician PVC will have limited edition numbering and an authentication card. Let's show the rendering now. Now, I rambled on about all the awesome details, but here's what I haven't revealed. Like our Blue Eyes White Dragon PVC statue, we're offering another color variant for those of you who would like to have another rendition of the Dark Magician. And here he is, the blue variant of the Dark Magician PVC statue. Now, this blue variant is a classic rendition of Dark Magician that fans of Yu-Gi-Oh! Will surely recognize, and we've created this variant for the fans who prefer this alternative color scheme of Dark Magician. Now, the meticulous care given to the detail work in the purple variant of Dark Magician has also been given to this blue variant. You will see the anatomically accurate arms and limbs sculpted here, as well as the realistic muscle definitions. Most notably here is that Dark Magician's outfit has changed completely in color, from purple with pale pink trimmings to blue with red trimmings. And not only that, his hair has been changed too, from purple to blonde, and his skin has been changed to green. Now, the color changes bring about another aspect of Dark Magician, the more magical, unique, wizard-like appearance. Now, the staff has also been changed to match the color of his outfit. The blue color used to paint the armor has a sheen as well, which emulates what the material would look like if it were real. And the red trimmings have a shiny quality that imitates how the outfit may look if Dark Magician were to use his powers. The base of the blue variant is the same as the purple variant, including the dark magical circle with anime-accurate runes, realistically painted and textured rocks and sediment, as well as the carved hieroglyphics on the side, which are orange to make it look like it's glowing. And just like the exclusive edition of the purple variant, the exclusive edition of the blue variant of Dark Magician will also include 2 LED modes, static and animated. When it is in animated mode, the light in the dark magical circle will light up in a clockwise direction. With 2 LED modes, you can display the blue variant of Dark Magician differently based on your preference. Now, the exclusive edition of Dark Magician PVC in both the purple and blue variant will also come with limited edition numbering and an authentication card. Now let's take a look at the recap for all the features in both the standard and exclusive edition of both the purple and blue variants of the Dark Magician PVC statue. Roll the clip! That was a lot to go through, and it's not over just yet. Here to help me to introduce the last surprise for today is Drishti from our marketing team.
Hi everyone, I'm here to help make Monmon's life a little easier.
Yep, that's right. Because if you thought the standard and exclusive edition of Dark Magician had a huge amount of details, wait till we show you the definitive edition.
No need to wait because here he is!
The definitive edition of Dark Magician, the purple variant.
First off, size-wise. What a huge difference! This base is much larger and is made of resin this time. It's also got different elements that were inspired by the anime. In fact, for fans of Yu-Gi-Oh!, I'm sure you'll recognize the distinct features of the base from the scene that explains Dark Magician's origin.
Hey, it looks like someone did their research.
Oh, Mon. I'm just reading from a script.
Now let's talk about the features that are different in this definitive edition. Now you can see that with this base, besides the dark magical circle that has been enlarged to fit the different base design, we've also included an ancient Egyptian stone tablet that depicts Dark Magician. Now in the anime, to defeat Bakura, Mahad was forced to perform a forbidden ritual that fused his Ba with the illusion magician, his Ka, to become the Dark Magician. And after defeating Bakura, the spirit of the Dark Magician was sealed away in the stone tablet.
The stone tablet was a feature that we also included in the definitive edition of our Blue Eyes White Dragon statue. And to maintain consistency within the lineup, we decided to include it here as well.
That's right! The stone tablet is also sculpted to look embossed, so if you run your fingers across, you can actually feel the grooves of the carving. There are also cracks and rough texture added to the stone tablet to really give it that aged look, considering it's from ancient Egypt in the anime.
To further the age look, our team also did a wonderful job of using different shades of brown to imitate the material that we believe it would have been made with if it were real. The gray that has been added in the grooves of the carvings also brings that ancient element to the stone tablet. The stone tablet was placed here to represent the idea of Dark Magician being summoned from it. And to help tell that story, we have included a cloud of smoke. The sculpting on the smoke helps to create a sense of movement with the carving of the swirls where the smoke could gather and the streamlined style carving that emphasizes the smoke's movement. This makes the statue more dynamic by telling a story.
Well, speaking of storytelling, our team put in a lot of hard work into making the details of the base really pop, which ultimately helps to tell the story better. Besides the stone tablet, we've also changed up the bottom part of the base. Now the base design still incorporates ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics, but we've added on the sides of the base the stats of Dark Magician card, a level 7 dark monster with 2,500 attack and 2,100 defense. Just like the cards, the level of Dark Magician is represented by the 7 orbs here at the front, with his attack and defense stats at the back of the base. Now the design of the base is similar to the Blue Eyes White Dragon base with a rustic silver paint job. The different shades of gray, silver, and black really help to emulate a material that looks metal but still maintains the aged and rustic look.
Other minute details such as the rocks and the sediments on the base were emphasized realistically through meticulous care in the paint job and the texture of them. Realistic details are definitely something that our development team never ceases to amaze us with.
Well, our talented team really brought the statue to a different level with this definitive edition design. And to really tie in the magical elements of Dark Magician, we've included 2 LED modes, static and animated. When turned on, the dark magical circle will light up on both sides, as well as the orbs at the front of the base will light up. And just like the exclusive edition, the animated mode will have the light travel clockwise in the dark magical circle. And just like the purple variant, the blue variant of Dark Magician will also have the same light up feature. A unique feature that we've included in the definitive edition of both variants is including an alternative glow-in-the-dark orb with an attack effect. You can swap out the orb in the staff to an alternative orb with an attack effect, so if you want to display Dark Magician in a manner that shows off his powers, you can now do that with the alternative orb.
Including these extra features in the statue really offers a variety of ways to displaying Dark Magician. And of course, the features will be included in both the purple and the blue variant. The definitive edition of Dark Magician in both variants will include limited edition numbering and an authentication card.
Now let's watch a recap of all the features in the definitive edition of Dark Magician PVC in both the purple and blue variant. Roll the clip! We're back, and that was a great recap. Now here we have the exclusive and definitive editions of Dark Magician in the purple variant and Blue Eyes White Dragon in the white variant. For those of you who have pre-ordered Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can now see us side by side, and I gotta say, the similarities in the base really help to tie the story together, but they both look incredible individually as well.
And here we have the exclusive and definitive edition of Dark Magician in the blue variant and Blue Eyes White Dragon in the silver variant. You can see the consistency in both statues by the stone tablet and the general base design, just like the previous color variant. Having another color variant option really brings in another iconic aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh!
And for those of you who are interested in getting both the purple and the blue variant of Dark Magician, we are offering 2 combo packs. One will include both variants of Dark Magician in the exclusive edition, and the other combo pack will include both variants of Dark Magician in the definitive edition. And with that, let's move on to the pricing.
For the standard edition of both purple and blue variants of Dark Magician, the price is as follows and will be available at your local retailer. For the exclusive edition, the price is as follows and is only available for pre-order only on our website first4figures.com. This edition will come with 2 LED modes, static and animated, and will be packaged with limited edition numbering and an authentication card. And for the exclusive combo edition, the price is as follows and is only available for pre-order on our website first4figures.com. It will include the exclusive edition of both the purple and blue variant of Dark Magician.
For the definitive edition, the price is as follows and is only available for pre-order on our website first4figures.com. This edition will come with 2 LED modes, static and animated, as well as an interchangeable orb with attack effect. The base for the definitive edition will include the card stats, a stone tablet detailing Dark Magician, and will all be made out of resin. This edition will be packaged with limited edition numbering and an authentication card. And finally, for the definitive combo edition, the price is as follows and is only available for pre-order on our website first4figures.com. It will include the definitive edition of both the purple and blue variant of Dark Magician. To recap, these are the prices for all editions. All prices indicated here exclude local taxes and shipping. So, prices for the EU, UK, and Australia regions will look different on our website as they are already inclusive of sales tax. And these are the prices for the exclusive and definitive edition combos. We are running an early bird offer that will last for 2 weeks from today, so be sure to place your orders quickly within that time frame to take advantage of this limited time offer. For website pre-orders, we offer payment plans with no extra fees for those who wish to purchase in installments. We have warehouses in the following locations, which means no import fees for these regions. Shipping costs to your country are estimated at checkout. The final cost will be shown on the invoice, which will be sent to your registered email when your order is ready to ship.
Thank you for joining us in our launch stream for our Dark Magician PVC statues. Go ahead and check us out on our website first4figures.com for more details and follow us on our social media channels so you don't miss out on future Yu-Gi-Oh! News and teasers.
We also have an amazing community on Facebook called the First 4 Figures Official Collectors Club, where we chat with our members, run polls, post behind-the-scenes content, giveaways, and much more. So don't forget to check us out.
All right, pre-orders are now open. Links are in the description.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for joining us today. F4F is love.
F4F is life.
And we shall see you in the next one. Bye!
See ya!